do.
Nothing is over! I call a fucking show! We're just better than you!
It is going perfect.
Look at you, with your fucking 48% body fat.
You're wrong!
Hey, fool, you ready for another beat? Should never came back.
Love you, baby.
My name's Bill.
Put your fur boots on.
You think I'm fit to eat totally like you, eh?
Trying to make the shit sound fucking authentic.
Let's see here a little more. I love this.
And what you gonna do when Hulkamania and the largest arms in the world run wild on you?
Welcome to the Nothing Is Over podcast with me, your host, Robert Kelly. How are we, gang? Are we getting into the festive spirit? It's nearly Christmas! Woo! Well, what a show we have. Big interview show with and new WBC featherweight Muay Thai European champion Jean-Claude Van Tham himself, Tham McCourt, coming up. Uno momento. But first, I just wanted to say, I hope everybody is having a wonderful time and we're no struck down by this horrible fucking COVID plus that everybody, including myself and my weeing had. Ugh. So as it is, the ramp up to Christmas, I'm planning on a wee Christmas episode, wear a Christmas jumper and all that gear, my countdown of Christmas movies, best mince pies. I think we'll weigh in on the mince, because it is mince pie season. My diet has been fucking very good, by the way. My diet and training, barring the wee 3-day illness, has been very, very on point. Losing the beef, gaining the muscle. But it is mince pie season, so I'm going to indulge a wee bit. So I'll give you some fucking mince pie reviews live on air. And I'm sure the podcast listeners will love to hear me munching through mince pies. Absolutely. So anyway, enough of this fucking mindless chatter, because it is a long interview I did with Tham. So I've chopped it into two pieces. This is the first part coming up. It was such a fun chat with Tham. I hope you enjoy it. But the second part of it was very wrestling heavy, so we'll keep that to next week. But without further ado, hit it.
Hello.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Is that Tham? Oh, Tham!
Hello.
Welcome to the Nothing Is Over podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and new WBC European champion and featherweight Jean-Claude Van Tham himself. Tham McCourt is on the show. How you doing, Tham?
What is happening, bro? Thanks for having me on, mate. Thanks for having me, bro.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Trying to get you on before the fight and then hopefully get you on air, but it's much better getting you on now that the kind of dust is settled and you're kind of you're back, you know, you're just kind of at peace now. Everything's all done, the hard work's all done, you've got your belt, the whole lot. How are you feeling?
Oh, mate, I feel it's hard to explain because it didn't really set in right away. Like the first couple of days, I was just like, that was cool. That was a cool thing I done at the weekend, eh? And then you realise, fuck, man, I'm a European champion.
It's been a long fucking storied path to this particular... I mean, you've heard gold before, right? But to this particular one, it's been a bit of a storied path. Talk about that a wee bit.
It's been a crazy journey, mate. Like, been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. Had a lot of learning curves. Learned a lot about myself as well, man. Made a lot of mistakes, but fucking, you just like it's not a Nintendo game, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? You realise that you make mistakes and you need to make amends for it, be better and make better choices, and then some of the mistakes shape you into a better person, to be honest.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that journey's it was a necessary dark trauma in my life that I had to go through, man.
How long have you been fighting a professional fighter, Tham?
Mai Tai, 17 years.
This is what I want to ask you. How the fuck do you say it? Muay Thai, Muay Thai, Mai Tai. How do you... Like, Mai Tai's a fucking drink, is it? No, what's a Mai Tai? A Mai Tai? I've ordered a Mai Tai.
Aye, that is how you say it, Mai Tai.
That's how you say it. You say it like the fucking fruity drink, Mai Tai.
That's the best way to say it, because you've got all these people say Muay Thai, Muay, and all that. Like, honestly, see, for years I called it Thai boxing. I just didn't go
Thai
anywhere
boxing,
else.
that's it. Aye.
Everybody understands that.
Well, everybody listening to this show, we've got it for the fucking champ. It's Mai Tai. It's like the fruity drink. That's how you say it, and that's the end of.
You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. Order a few.
17 years you've been fighting. 17 years.
Aye, but honestly, I've been doing like martial arts since I was like 4, mate. Like, I started when I was like 4 doing karate, and
so that was your first discipline. Why was karate your first discipline?
It was the only thing. It was the only thing going around. Like back then, like I'm a 90s kid. Do you know what I mean?
Age yourself, Tam. How old of a gentleman are you?
I'm 34, bro.
Right.
34.
Well,
34
fucking
young though.
spring chicken, bro.
I'll show these young guys up.
Fuck yes.
No, like, I grew up watching Van Damme, obviously, with nickname, and like your Bruce Lee's and Jackie Chan's. All that was on telly back then was like karate, taekwondo, kung fu. There was no such thing as Thai boxing or kickboxing or MMA. You'd never heard of it.
No, it didn't really exist at all at that time.
Aye, so it was karate. Started with karate and done a bit of boxing as well, and just being a wee boy, I wanted to run about and play with fire engines. So I got bored after a couple of years, and then I done that for maybe 2 years. Like when I was 4 till I was about maybe just before I turned 6, and then I stopped. But then I started missing it when I got older and started understanding fighting a little bit more, like watching boxing with my dad and stuff. But I wanted to do boxing, but I also liked kicking people. So I knew that wasn't really my sort of thing.
So why not kickboxing then? A lot of people get into kickboxing.
Because again, I had never heard it at the time. Like.
Wait a minute here. You fucking your name is Jean-Claude Van Damme. You never watched Kickboxer, you fanny.
But like there was no kickboxing gyms or that. Like,
no.
That's what I mean. Like
right.
They were hard to find. Like the internet was still kind of dial up and shit then, so it was like you could just Google MMA gyms and shit. You had to actually know somebody that knew one type thing, and so I ended up getting back into karate when I was like maybe 10 years old, and I done that right until I was 16, and then I got my black belt, travelled the world a bit, was really good at karate, mate.
Fucking
really
nice. I don't know this shit, right?
Got third in a World Cup and stuff with my club. I was really good, but obviously when you turn 16, you start seeing your pals getting birds and going out drinking, and you feel like you're missing out a bit, and then you dabble a bit and you realise, hold on, I quite like birds.
Oh, the fall of man, Tam. Oh.
Birds beat belts at this point. Fucking TIs. I want to go and see these. I want to see Katie, no TIs. You know what I mean? Fucking meeting birds called Katie instead of being catties. That's how I saw it. And then I missed it. Again, I started missing it again, and I kind of, towards the end of my karate, I was getting disqualified a lot for hitting too hard because it's a touch contact sport.
Exactly. So it's point scoring, really, isn't it?
Point scoring, but I was watching Mike Tyson and shit with my dad. So I'm knocking people out and hitting them hard and like kicking them to the centre of the mat.
A full contact fighter.
Flying and shit. Like I'm seeing stunt double stuff, and I think I'm doing something really cool, and it's like, no, you're disqualified, mate. You can't do that. Like, oh fuck, I'll try again. But then my sister came back one night, and I was in with my mate Alan, and we were just getting stoned. My sister came back, and she was like, oh, I've been in this kickboxing club, I'm thinking about starting it. And I was like, alright, I'm into that. So me and my pal went along to watch that night with my sister, and sure as hell, after 5 minutes, I realised this isn't kickboxing, Kenlon. This is Mai Tai. This is the kickboxing that Jean-Claude Van Damme was doing. Calling it kickboxing, it's Mai Tai. That whole film should be called Mai Tai Fighter. So we ended up going along, and I ended up taking part the first time. Mad Mark, I'll never forget him. He was like Lee Evans, jumping about like a crazy guy. And I got involved, and the rest is history.
So what do you
Been
think
there ever
brought
since.
you into, say, like Mai Tai? Your base in karate, how did that help you when you were starting Mai Tai?
It helped a lot, actually. Like, I just had to change the way like, the contact of how I kicked. So in karate, you would kick a lot with, like, your insole, your foot, or, like, the edge of your foot. Like, it was a lot of, like, intricate. Like, it was quite intricate, as in you're hitting with the edge of your, like, the knife edge, they would call it. Your
I get you, aye.
thing, like that. Whereas Thai boxing, it was straight. No, we hit with your shin, you bash with your shin. It's like a bat, boom. It was like, okay, so it's not as much precision as hitting with, like, the balls of your toes. You're just bashing. Cool, I can do that.
So you're getting into then, you've got a more precision kind of way of aiming and hitting the target.
You still have to be precise with your shots. I'm just meaning, like, it wasn't as much as, like, let's hit this specific target with the ball of your toe. It was more like, oh, I'm just belting you with this like that, and it's going to fucking hurt.
Just to create damage.
Aye, and I just fell in love with the process. Like hitting the pads, how good you felt and stuff. Like in karate, it was a lot of like, it was like shadow boxing almost. You would do the techniques in there, so you weren't really getting an idea of how hard you hit and stuff. Which I feel like maybe that's something that the martial arts worlds could work on, like in judo or taekwondo. Maybe hit pads more so these people can realise, yeah, I can do damage.
Aye, right.
Maybe that's a way forward for them. I don't know, but it was something I realised that was very different between the two styles, and I really enjoyed it. And I just, like I say, I just fell in love with the sport, mate. I just started running, and before you know it, I went from being a daft boy in the scheme, hanging about, to still being a daft boy in the scheme, but taking something a bit more serious.
Your first training camp for your first Mai Tai fight. What was your first training camp? Can you remember like how you kind of structured it? How long was it?
I was a little bit different with my first fight. I didn't have a planned fight. I was training. We started training at GTBA in December, and there was only like a week or two left before they shut for the Christmas holidays. So I'd only just got my foot in the door, seen it, and was like, I quite like this. And then me and my cousin and that, we kept going in the January, the February, whatsoever, and there was this show in May called Power of Scotland, and I was told it was like the WrestleMania of Mai Tai.
Nice, right.
So I was like, right, I want to go to this. I want to see what this is like. I've been training for 3-4 months. Let's go along and see what a show is like, see what these fights are actually like. I can't remember. I think it was like 2006-ish.
Right.
I would have to double check. I've got the trophy kicking about somewhere.
Oh, you just fucking spoiled the story.
I've got the trophy somewhere, but either way, it was mid 2000s.
Right, mid 2006.
And I went to this show with my cousin just to watch it, and somebody that I'd sparred with was supposed to fight that night, and their opponent didn't show up. So I've had a couple of beers down me in the crowd.
Get the fuck, really?
I swear to God, I swear my mom's asses. Mark comes up to me and goes, "What weight are you at?" And I'm like, probably about 60 kilo wise, but Stevie's opponent's pulled out at 60 kilo. Do you want to do it? So I've sneakily handed my beers with what I'm seeing to my cousin at the time. Corey, what's my beer? I'll do it. I was the original Bundesliga guy. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. So they took me down, checked my weight. I was 60 bang on.
Nice.
When I met Kad Ahmed for the first time, and he's helped me so fucking much in my career with gloves and stuff. It was the first time I met him. He ended up giving me a grum shield and shots and went, right, on you go.
Aye.
And I went and done this fight, and I nearly knocked him out the third round. This boy had 6 fights, and this was my first at 10 minutes notice.
Fucking hell.
Going in, pure scheme as fuck. No other world by scooter, man.
Is that what you come into?
That's what I came out to, scooter, jumping all over the world. And then I almost knocked him out the third round, but his coach forced him out, and he ended up just outworking me, and I gassed, and then he beat me on points. But
Experience really, isn't it?
Was that?
Just experience he kind of beat you on then, really, isn't it?
I did. I got a rematch with him like later that year at the Christmas, and we done it at B class instead of C class, so we could meet each other in the face. I think he fought.
What's that? I don't understand that. What does that mean?
All right, so in Mai Tai, there's different rule sets. There's C class, B class, and A class.
Right.
So C class is usually how you start. That's 5 1.5-minute rounds with a minute and a half break in between. And you're allowed punches, knees, kicks to the face, head, and body.
Right.
You're only allowed knees to the body, and you're not allowed elbows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get B class, and that's 5 2-minute rounds. And everything's the same, you get except 2-minute rounds, 2-minute break in between rounds, and you're allowed to knee to the face, still no elbows.
Right.
And then you get full pro Mai Tai. That's what I do now. That's 5 3-minute rounds with a 2-minute break in between, and you're allowed to punch, knee, kick, elbow, any part of the body except the bollocks.
Right. Except the bollocks, right.
Yeah, so pretty much.
So you had a rematch with this guy in a different class?
He asked for a B class, thinking that I might go, oh no, that's a bit of a step up. But mate, I was born in the scheme, bro. That's not scary. I mean, we were throwing elbows since we were throwing elbows on each other in street fights. Mate. That didn't intimidate me. So I took the fight, and sure as hell, in the third round, I grabbed him and kneed him in the face, knocked him out, got my revenge. But my first real fight camp.
Yes.
That was interesting. That was different, because I realised how hard training would be on times when I wanted to fight. I thought training was already hard, and then I realised just how much harder it could get. So that was a eye opener. But
for what kind of example, like, obviously you train anyway just to kind of stay in shape, but when you're in a fight camp, what is the step up?
The amount of time you got, like, 1-to-1 with your coach, you would start talking about stuff like I'd never done game plans before. Like when I'd done karate, you just done your techniques and then showed up and you done your kumite and the best man won. Whereas it got to a point where I'd be sitting and talking to my coach about, right, so this guy likes to do this and that, so when you're doing that, X, Y, and Z, you'll fix that. And it's like, oh wait, so there's tactics here. Like, oh right, cool. So the things like that start changing. Then you realise you start doing like specific drills that are going to incorporate maybe certain things. Like, say, I don't know, say you're against a punch heavy guy, you start doing drills where you're countering someone that's going to be punch heavy, and you realise, right, so we're doctoring towards this sort of thing.
I get you. So part of your training camp is, it's not just about strength and conditioning, it's about tailoring how you're going to fight against a specific opponent.
Yeah, like you almost, it's all about how you're going to be in this fight. Like, to be honest, I don't really do game plans. It's been something, a lot of people do game plans, right, where they'll break it down. I don't. I do bullet points.
Right.
That's how I do it. I do bullet points. I look at you and go, say I watch your fight. Like this last dude, for instance, that I fought, when I watched him...
Can I stop you a wee second, Tam? Did the guy not pull out before, and this is a replacement guy as well, so you had less time?
Yasin tore his hip.
Right.
Or he's done something to his hip, he's tore it, or he's done some damage to his hip that's made it unable to do the fight, which I get. It's a hip, it's not like it's just a wee...
No, it's not something you can walk off.
You're throwing kicks and everything from that, so like, I get it. So yeah, it all changed in a week, so I had I had to change my game plan. Instead of going for a slick southpaw that was going to be moving a lot and scoring, I had to get ready for this tank that was just going to try and march me down and just take my head off. So it was a big change.
Aye.
But like the key points I took from him was big puncher, just going to march me down, good gas tank. Right, cool. That was it. I didn't think, right, if he throws left hook, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, Dragon Ball Z power move, this, what. I didn't think anything like that. I just thought to myself, big puncher, don't get caught. That's my bullet points, and then I'll work everything around that.
You've had over 30 fights yourself now at this point, haven't you? So you're working off a lot of experience too, so you can shortcut a lot of this stuff knowing the kind of fighter that he is, because I'm sure you fought somebody similar to him before.
Yeah, that as well. That's a really good point. Like, over the years, you meet that many different fighters, and I fought a lot of different styles. So at this point, there's not really much that I haven't seen or been in against before, I suppose. So yeah, it does make it easier. I have fought people that were like Sergio before, so it made it a little bit like, all right, I know what to expect, and you kind of just go into like an autopilot, preparing for that sort of fight. Really tough, man. He took a lot of big shots. Like, there was one right hand I caught him with, and I swear, mate, like, I dropped people with less than that, and he just walked through it, and I was like, oh, right.
Good
cool.
for him. He certainly couldn't shake off that fucking left hook, though, could he?
Well, he tried to shake off the first body shot, but I knew it hurt, and I was like, bro, you can smile. I know that hurt.
I know it.
That hurt, brother.
Because, I mean, that's a lot of preparation you've done over those 30 plus fights that you've had now. This year, you took a trip to the Mecca of Muay Thai.
I did. Oh,
How did that affect your preparation and your change for this fight? How did that trip change Jean-Claude Van Damme to become the WBC European champion? Did it affect you in a way? How did it?
Oh, it definitely affected me. I think it affected me in a lot of positive ways, mate. Honestly, I did have a fight in Thailand and it didn't go my way. I got beat, but it was at heavier weight than I usually fight. In Thailand, they do a lot of weigh-ins on the day, so you can't, like, if I was to fight at the weight I usually fight, I wouldn't have as much time to recover in between. So I had to fight a bit heavier, but I realised that I could also mix it with some of these guys and not get hurt heavier. So I realised I was a bit stronger. Like, man, I don't need to worry about the power so much. I can hang with these boys. I realised I can push myself so much harder as well. Like, the level of training, mate, was unbelievable. Honestly, it was crazy. I thought I'd trained hard before and seen hard training. Oh my God. It's not until you're waking up like a car crash every day you realise this is why they've got boys and at 11 years old and all that are as good as they are.
Absolute assassins, aren't they? Because they're there for like 4 years old themselves training that kind of thing, aren't they? And they're fighting constantly.
It's crazy. Honestly, mate, it's crazy. Like, see the talent you see there, and you're just like, some of these guys will probably never even be known, yet they're so fucking good. It's crazy. Like, you see people in the UK with a similar level, and they're on YouTube, like, try to build this platform, and then they end up with all these followers and that, and there's a guy 3 years younger than you in Thailand that is much better than you, that doesn't know how to do any of this.
Nobody in the world knows who he is.
It's crazy, mate. It's crazy, but it brought on a lot of confidence. It made me realise that I can hang with the Thais. I can train with them really hard. I can keep up with them. I'm a lot better than what I give myself credit for. And I can push myself so much harder and stuff. Honestly, the experience I gained in Thailand, it almost makes me wish I went a lot sooner.
Aye.
A lot sooner. I should have been going there years ago.
But do you think, no, maybe go you ready now? Go you ready now to be the version you are now?
Exactly. I had a lot of shit going on in my life that caused that maybe put back that trip. But I got there eventually, and honestly, I cannot wait to go back. I want to go back as soon as possible, mate. I didn't want to come home. I was begging the Thais to try and find a way to keep me. Like, keep me, change my name, hang in the ring. I'm here for free. Like, honestly. And one of the guys that were there, King, he thought it was funny. I got on with all the guys at FA so well, honestly. King, Tom, Gab, Ryu attacked me with a stick every day. But
sound like the guy for Street Fighter?
Exactly, that's what I kept calling him, Ken. I don't think he got the joke. I don't think he got it. But he just thought it was such a shit joke and just hit me with a stick. But honestly, see all these guys all message me all the time and they're asking about me, congratulating me and stuff. It was like an FA. I said the FA stands for the first two letters in family. That's what I said. They say it's food additives, but I think it's true. It's family. Right?
I like yours better, Tham.
That gym is, honestly, that is a family, and I cannot wait to go back and see all the guys and catch up with them again and get a few changs and all that, honestly, man.
It looks fucking wild there. It looks like it's lawless, but when you're there for a purpose, today what you're doing sort of thing, your days are pretty much very highly structured, aren't they? I mean, you're waking up, you're training right away, you're training all day, really. Is there any breaks in between to like just relax and see the place a bit more and kind of get caught up in it?
You do get time, like pretty much like when I was there, my week pretty much looked like this. On the Monday, you would be getting up somewhere between 5 and 5:30 in the morning, and you would be getting ready to go and meet the guys at the gym for 6 o'clock, and then we would go to Chat Park, run for an hour. Like, it wasn't like a set time, like a set pace, or a set limit, sorry, like I'm going to go and do a 5K. Instead, it was this park, run around it as much as you can in the hour. I was getting faster and faster to the point I was almost doing a 10K.
Really, right?
Like, I'm a good runner, mate. That's one thing I'm good at. I'm like Forrest Gump. I just go run. I'm off, mate. You give me music and a good hard style beat, and I'll run for a fucking hours. Honestly, I will just go at 150 beats a minute. My feet will just go boom, 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 and I'll smash a time out easy. So I enjoy running, but it's different because when you wake up here at minus fucking 2 degrees, 35 degree heat, and you don't need to stretch, and you're just like, oh, this is good, 6 in the morning, it's 35, let's go running. And then after that, you'd train from 7 till 9, and that'd be your morning done.
What's the training for 7 to 9? What is that? Is that just drills and kicks at the pads and stuff like that?
It would depend.
Sparring?
It would depend on what day it is. There was set times, there was set stuff for certain days. Like some days you'd wake up and it'd be like, I think, if I remember right, for the first hour every morning you clinched no matter what.
Describe that to people, what clinching is.
Clinching. So in boxing, in clinching, you grab each other, you get a break, and the referee will split you up. But in Mai Tai, when we grab each other, that just opens up a whole other way for us to attack each other. Like, we'll start kneeing and elbowing and throwing each other off balance each other. Like, there really isn't a rest. Like, you think you're resting in the clinch, but you're not. Somebody's hanging off your neck, trying to knee you in the face, and elbow your chin off. So, and FA groups are we call it a Mai Cal gym.
Right.
That's basically a clinch fighter. But you get a lot of different fighters as well. Mai Femur, which is like a kicker. Mai Mutt, which is like a rod tang, who just wants to swing and beat you up. And then like Mai Cal, which is your big knees. Like a good example, that's like Pechpinchu. He was probably one of the most decorated Mai Cal fighters of our time, to be honest. Pechpinchu, brilliant. He came from FA as well. Like that just shows you how good FA
caliber of the gym.
In general.
You're described as a switch fighter. What does that mean?
A what, sorry?
A switch fighter. I've seen you described as a switch fighter. What kind of Mai Tai fighter are you?
I'm a bit of a mix. Like, I can do. I like fighting like rod tang in a way where I like to get stuck in and be like a mutt. But I'm also quite a femur, as in like I'm quite a counter kicker. But I'm also like a cow fighter as well, where I'm a clincher. So I'm a bit of a mixed bag.
Right.
I'm hard to describe as a fighter, to be honest. Like, honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to do. There's times where we'll go over a game plan. Right, Tham, the game plan is this. And I'll be like, right, cool. We're going to do this. Then I get in touch gloves and go, fuck that, we're doing this. And I just change.
So you feel it in the moment?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I'm not really a planner.
Aye.
I'm just like, I'm feeling it like this today, and this is what's happening. And I think I give Gary nightmares because of that.
How much emphasis do they put on recovery in the big gyms, especially in Thailand?
They do well with the recovery. Like, mate, every day I was there, I think they got that ice bath out. I don't know if they were doing that just to cool down because it's fucking roasting. I mean, I was doing it to cool down. I wasn't needing recovery. I was like, bro, I'm Scottish.
I'm pasty and Scottish. I can't handle this fucking heat.
Like, we get 3 days like this in a year if we're lucky. If we're lucky. This is every day. 6 till 6. Bro, see when you're waking up at 3 in the morning and you're like, oh, I could go a wee drink. I'll just jump down to 7-Eleven. You walk outside, it's still lit an oven. 3 in the morning.
That's crazy,
20 degrees. Nah, somebody turn this off. Turn it off. It's like, it takes getting used to. But honestly, it was so good. The Thai people are so nice. They help you so much. Mate, they're lovely people. One of the best experiences I've had in my life, honestly. I'll tell you one thing that will sum them up. I was lost on the train station. Didn't know where I was. My phone had ran out of data. The lot. Worst case scenario, do you get what I mean?
Aye.
Fuck, I'm lost in Thailand. Shit. A Thai guy saw me distressed and he came over. He's like, do you need help? And I'm like, mate, I'm lost. And he's like, okay, where are you going? And I told him where I was going. He then told me, okay, the nearest train station. He took me to where I had to pay, helped me get the ticket, even showed me where the bins were because I couldn't go on the platform with the rubbish that I had or something. Mate, they're really good for the recycling and that kind of thing.
Really,
you're not allowed on the trains with bottles of water and stuff. I don't know why I didn't ask, but I'm not going to make it out.
No.
But so they're like all that type shit, and then he done all that, walked me to the train station, he walked me to the platform, waited for the train, and then told me like 3 or 4 times where I had to get off and how many.
Don't talk to strangers and fucking hell.
That's just a stranger I'd never met before in my life. See, that was Glasgow Central. I know for a fact the guy would have turned around and said to me, mate, do I look like I fucking work here? And what do you mean the bin? Do I look like I work for the Clenny? The bins are outside, mate. That's what you would have got. There's no sense of community. And they wonder why you don't give them the 20 pence of your change when you come out of Greg's. Fuck you, mate. I'll give my 20 pence to the Thai guy that's fucking willing to actually be nice and helpful. No, just bitter against the world because he got a bad hand. You know what I mean?
It's maybe a different mentality because, hey, listen, us Scottish people, we're dealing with the fucking freezing cold and the rain all the time. We're miserable. They're out there in the sun. You know, they can afford to be more pleasant.
We can't have it all, Robert. We invented a lot of the fucking inventions in this planet, mate. We have to have a bit of something that keeps us grounded. We invented penicillin and everything, man. We need something to keep us grounded.
The industrial age.
Would be too good.
We invented the industrial age. We're allowed to be a bit of a fucking snarky, you know?
Exactly. We need to have a bit of fucking trauma or this place would be like paradise.
I can't have that, no.
It's already overcrowded in Scotland. Could you imagine us with good weather? Man, fuck. We'd be in trouble. We've got the patter and everything. Last thing we need is 35 degree heat on a daily basis, mate. This country couldn't handle that. We'd fold. We'd fold. Old Sunday with a fucking 35 degree heat. Oh my god.
It's fucking bad enough, anyway.
That's got nightmare written all over it, mate.
You don't watch football, do you, Tham? I mean, how can you watch football? Being a champion in the sport that you're in, how can you watch such a fucking pansy game like football?
I don't really.
Good, that's
to be honest, I only really see if it's on and I'm not doing anything, I'll watch it. But honestly, see the times that it's on. Usually, I'm at the gym. I don't get to watch it that much. It's usually highlights I catch up on.
Yeah, and as long as you're not a hun either, Tham, that's all right.
Oh well, to be fair, I'm a hun.
No way! Get off this fucking show!
I'm no better though. I mean, you know I'm no better. I would put it this way: you would see me in Celtic Park with a shirt on, supporting you as their Aberdeen. Any day of the week. It's the Aberdeen team I don't like. They really hate us Glasgow teams, mate.
Do they really? I don't know anything about this. Is this a football thing? I've never heard of this.
Aye, they don't. They're no big on Rangers or Celtic. I think they wish they were one of the old firm teams, to be honest. But nah, I'm no better. And honestly, I don't watch it enough to be better or know enough about it.
I know nothing about football. Let's just get off this all together. Here's something I wanted to talk to you about. Fighters that you took influence for, not just even in your career, but what you enjoyed watching. Do you have like a Mount Rushmore of favourite fighters, kickboxers, Mai Tai guys, MMA fighters? Do you watch it in that way?
I do. I'm a big boxing fan, mate. I'm a really big boxing fan.
Boxing?
I love boxing, mate. Honestly, it's my dad's fault. I used to sneak in, and I know how. I already knows this, to be fair, but I used to sneak in when I was away and I couldn't sleep, and I'd go in, and I used to think he was watching WWE.
Right.
He was WWF at the time, big Randy Savage and that. And don't get me wrong, he was watching that, but there would also be times where it'd be boxing, and I'd get confused because I wouldn't know the difference. I'd just see a ring.
Aye, of course, aye.
but I realised over the years, some of the things I was watching was like Holyfield, Tyson, like that, like 90s.
Like iconic fucking fights, aye.
Like, some of the stuff I've seen was some of the great 90s fights. I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing Pretty Boy turn money.
Oh, right, really? Into Money Mayweather?
Yeah, what I mean?
Aye.
Well, obviously I did because that was later on, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I saw some of these Pretty Boy fights and wasn't just watching back on YouTube years later, like everybody does these days, and says, "Oh, I'm a fan."
I'm a fan because I've seen the YouTube videos.
I watched it live. No, you never, mate. I snuck in and watched this for the behind the couch while my dad didn't know I was there. I watched some of these fights live. I'm in my 30s. You're 19. Well, how did you watch that live, pal?
I'm going to tell you this, Tam. I'm in my mid-40s, and I remember very, very vividly staying up late with my old man and all my uncles, all of them getting drunk and all that, watching Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno, right? And everybody in my house going, "Kill that fucking Bruno." Everybody loved Tyson. My whole family loved Tyson. And it wasn't really the done thing here. It was like, oh, Frank Bruno can actually beat him. Oh my God, my dad had money on it. Like, I think my dad won money. I'm sure it was like the second round or something like Tyson fucking annihilated him. But see, explaining to people the event of a Mike Tyson fight, you don't really get it. You can't really tell people, and they can't really experience it nowadays like what it was back then. It's like we had never ever seen anything like this before. Ever. It was a fucking global event, and everybody was just in on it.
Aye, like it took care of the world.
Aye.
It took care of the world. Like, I can't even say that I experienced it because I was too young.
Aye.
I was too young to understand it.
At least you go to see him fight Jake Paul.
Oh, aye, for fucking that one where he had to keep biting his gloves so when he hurt him.
That to me, I know that. That's frustration. I do that. When I'm frustrated, when I'm doing the stairs hitting the bag and I just can't fucking get a combination, I feel myself slow or whatever it is. I'm like, I bite that. I'm like, no fucking. I know that feeling. I can't let go.
Exactly what he was doing.
I can't let go.
He was keeping the animal caged.
So you want to get arrested?
Aye, there was something written in that contract. I think that's why Tanks pulled it as well. There was something in that contract, and he's went right. And whereas Tank Davis is like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
No doing that.
Anthony Josh.
I mean, come on, what the fuck is happening here? He went for fighting. Now I don't have anything majorly against Jake Paul at all, right? I think he's a really good athlete. You can't no call him a boxer anymore. He's been doing it what 5-6 years or so. He trains a lot.
I want to believe.
He's got money.
I want to believe that he is that good.
I don't know how good he is because he keeps stacking the deck, for himself. Because
I want to believe it because it's like, well, see, if I had the money he's got and the time he's got, and I could pay the best boxers in the world to train me, then I better be fucking good.
Look at his brother. His brother does the same thing. His brother is in the wrestling in WWE. Now, he is phenomenal, right? But he's phenomenal because he's got money. He's built for it 100%. Both of them are super athletic, but they're also called collegiate wrestlers, right? So that translates well.
Aye.
And he's got all the money in the world. Plus, he gets one-on-one tuition for Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest in-ring performers ever. So, of course, he's going to excel. Of course, he's going to look great after having 6 or 7 matches. He's going to look fantastic. How could they know? Jake Paul's the same. He's got the best trainers, the best nutritionists. It's just, and he keeps fighting people that are fucking older than him, a lot smaller than him, that are bulking up to fight him at a certain weight. Kind of get their hands tied behind their back when it comes to contracts and shit like that too. So he's smart in the fact that people don't realise that this is what boxing does. Boxers have always padded their record. They fucking fight as they so-called them tomato cans back in the day, where they would have fucking guys that were 1 win and 295 losses, and that would be all the people that they defeated. So they're like journeyman fighters, and that's what he's doing. But he just happens to pick ex-MMA legends as the journeyman boxers. They don't have any fucking boxing experience. He fought one boxer, Tommy Fury, and he beat him. Tommy Fury's not even a good boxer.
And you can't even call him a real boxer.
This is it. He's a fucking Love Island guy, but he's a boxer. Fair enough. He comes from a boxing family. He finally came up against a boxer, and he fell short. So now we have to expect to walk in the ring against Anthony fucking Joshua, an Olympian, a two-time world champion who's a heavyweight.
I don't see how Joshua What is he getting for this?
Money. It's going. It's,
I don't
do you know what it is? I kind of do, right? Because Eddie Hearn came out and said that he was looking for a tune-up fight for Anthony Joshua anyway. So that's what this act is like.
Aye.
Because next year's going to be his big run to back to the top again. Fair enough, right? He gets a shit ton of money.
He gets beat.
Well, this is what people are only saying. You're talking about maybe 90+ million he's getting for it, right? And he gets to go in there, and the thing is with him, he must finish Jake Paul. It's a kind of lose a wee bit for him, because he must finish him. If he does not finish him within 2 rounds, it's going to be called fake, and his credibility is going to be called into question, and that's fucking death for him.
It's not good.
If it goes to a decision, anything at all like that, and Anthony Joshua wins by anything other than a fucking brutal knockout,
Whitewash.
He's going to be called a fake, a fraud. It's going to hurt everything about his legacy, right? Jake Paul just has to last 2 fucking rounds in there, and the man's a hero to everybody.
Aye.
And they've got to think to themselves, no matter what happens here, even if he goes to 8 rounds, which can't happen, and gets a decision loss even to Anthony Joshua, he's fucking Rocky. He's real life Rocky.
He's won.
He's exactly. So no matter what Jake Paul wins, so he stacked it to his advantage again.
It's always to his advantage. And you hit the nail on the head when you said Olympic boxer as well, because we know these Olympic boxers aren't like your usual boxers.
No.
As in, they've played a game in the Olympics where it's all about scoring and touching.
That's it.
So they're going to touch you. They're going to hit you. They are going to hit you. They're going to land the punches clean.
And that's a big fucking boy who hits very, very hard to be doing that hour again to Jake Paul. He's not used to getting hit like that.
No, I don't believe so. It's like what Andrew Tate said to Chase Demure on that bloody Misfits thing. I watched that the other day.
Aye.
And he said to him, he's fought people before, but he's not fought an actual real fighter. We hit people a bit different. And it's just, mate.
There's a big difference between fighting and sparring, and a lot of these things have been glorified fucking sparring matches. Anthony Joshua cannot afford for his legacy for anything, because it can't be about money anymore. He gets a good payoff for Netflix, but if he wants a run up to reclaim his throne next year, he can't fuck with his legacy. And that's kind of what he's doing with this. He can't be an exhibition. He's got to go in there and fucking annihilate him within 2 rounds.
He's gambling with his brand.
Aye. Big fucking time, because as shaky as it is, remember, people I haven't forgot the shit he pulled with Usyk. Remember when Usyk beat him?
Aye.
And he acted like a fucking Wayne, throwing his titles at the time, and then he took the mic and he's but he started fucking talking shit on the mic. Usyk's standing there like, mate, I should just knock you out again to make you shut up.
Exactly. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that was your last time in the ring, wasn't it? Like, and he behaved like that.
He fought Dubois. Did he not beat Dubois after that?
Oh, aye.
Didn't he?
Beat Dubois, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
who cares? That's the last thing people remember, though.
Aye, that's what I mean. I didn't even remember the Dubois.
No, neither did I. Fucking looked up the other day.
And it's like, fucking hell. Aye, like, it's not looking good, bruh.
But here's another thing, even just look at the optics of it, right? Remember when Joshua folded Big Francis Ngannou?
Aye.
I mean, that's a big guy to do that to as well. I mean, fucking, he just folded him. And you think, Jake Paul's not got much of hope if he actually wants to turn it on and just do that to him.
I mean, look at the uppercut he hit Klitschko when he grew fucking a couple inches after that. He was a couple inches taller on the mark after that. What was he? He went to 6'7", 6'9" after that. Like, come on. If he hits Jake Paul like that, and Jake, man, I don't know. But then again, Jake Paul might have a heavy chin. We've just no seen.
We've no seen. Aye.
It seems like he doesn't get hit, and whether that's because people can't hit him or people are told not to hit him, like, we don't know. Because
how do you rate him as a boxer? Have you watched enough of him to look at him and kind of size him up?
I think watching him hit pads and that, he looks like he actually does all right. I think he looks like he hits all right. Like, he looks like he knows a wee bit, but I don't know. Like, it's hard to really judge through watching somebody hit pads, especially if you do it properly, like if you don't, like you're not showing full clips and you're getting angles where you don't really see certain like movements and all that. There's ways to kind of hide things in camera work, and I think he's very clever at that.
Do you ever see the UFC fighter Ilia Topuria hitting pads?
He's a monster.
Oh, is that no just fucking just majestic to watch, innit? You're like, oh, what the fuck?
He's in a pure flow state.
It's a class of his own, man.
That is a 100% flow state.
Is that what that is, eh?
He is phenomenal, mate. He is absolutely phenomenal, to pull you.
He's your four top fighters then, your Mount Rushmore. You can mix them, they could be boxers.
Are we talking just one style, or do you
want mix it up, fuck it, mix it up, go for it, whatever you want.
Right, my top 4 boxers: Canelo, Money May, Tyson, and honestly, the other one's hard, but there's probably big Lennox Lewis, mate.
Lennox Lewis, really, right?
I liked him a lot.
You can't be denied, he's one of the best of his era.
Until he folded Tyson, I really liked him. But obviously, I like Sugar Ray's and all that, but like,
aye.
I wasn't around for that, was I?
No. What do you think about? Do you ever see Teddy Atlas talking about Mike Tyson? I love Mike Tyson, right? I absolutely love Mike Tyson.
We're firemen.
I love that, man. That's the best. That's the fucking best. That guy's.
We're firemen.
That guy's phenomenal, right? But he had such an amazing. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. And he says, I don't rate Mike as one of the greatest fighters ever because he 4 times, he says, I believe his record is 0-4. Say because 4 times in his life he came up against adversity that he couldn't overcome. And he just folded. He folded. He says 4 times he came up against something that he really had to work against, and he did. He just folded.
Aye.
And that's such a fucking. I don't know. I thought when I first heard it, I thought that's kind of bitter because him and Mike obviously a big falling out and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, it's bitter saying that because look at everything that Mike Tyson's accomplished. But then you think to the end of the day, there's a bit of truth in that as well, isn't there?
There is, because he wasn't the same after Cuss.
Nah.
And then he went down the whole fucking only in America with Don King, you know what I mean? Went through all that, and Don King, like, he was we already know what he was.
Is that not just the poison of the boxing industry, though? You can't really blame Mike Tyson for being in a part of the machine. He didn't create it. He's just fucking trying to make money out of it and just try to fight whoever he's fighting.
And without fucking saying that he was an idiot or anything, he was a boy for the streets that wasn't really clued up on a lot of business stuff and that. He just knew how to fight, so they could take advantage of him. But his big, I think after Cuss died and he started going like a bit crazy and not really taking training serious and getting like failing like drug tests and all that, like I think all that kind of came on top of it, and he never really accomplished what he really should have came to. I do agree in that. Like, there is a lot of talks who would win in their prime, Tyson and Ali, didn't they? They say that. I used to think, when I was younger, Mike Tyson in his prime would have knocked him out because of Joe Frazier.
Aye, that's a great. Well, listen, that's a great point to make, though.
Aye, like I just thought Mike Tyson is a better inside fighter than Joe Frazier on his day.
Aye,
and he hit harder, so I reckon he would have knocked him out. But then when you see what Ali done to Foreman,
this is
like, it's like, right, I don't know so much because.
Look at the punishment Ali could take.
Let's face it, Ali fought a lot of Tysons. Tyson didn't fight a lot of Ali's.
No, that's very true, man. That's very true. He did. Sonny Liston was a Tyson, and Ali figured that out fucking quick.
So it was Fraser, so it was Foreman. How many tall people did he come against? Like, one of them was Buster, and he beat him, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. Aye, but again, that's another thing. Would a 100% turned on Mike at the time have been beaten by Buster Douglas? I doubt that.
Aye.
Good a fighter Douglas was. He caught Tyson at the right time. He was prepared. Tyson wasn't he?
Aye, exactly. No, 100%. But that was the point I was making when he came up against. I'd say Ali had more experience fighting people like Tyson, and Tyson had experience fighting people like Ali. So as I get older, the more I'm going, Ali. Man.
Did Muhammad Ali ever throw a body fucking shot? Ever?
I don't think he needed to.
No. He just knew that target in the tap of the shoulders,
He didn't need to. He made you miss and then just fucking pieced you up.
It's a different thing though. It's like, because you think, I'm merely an MMA fan, and I see MMA as a sport evolving where I'd look at fighters for the early 90s, if they were to come up against guys in the modern day, they would be just killed, because just sheer toughness can't take you through the amount of expertise that modern fighters have in multiple different disciplines. But boxing is kind of like, you have a style in boxing, and the only thing that really can evolve is the fitness level and the training. But look at Bernard Hopkins. He was champion at fucking 40, wasn't he?
Aye, definitely. The it gets modern in MMA and things like put it this way, back in your Chuck Liddell days, it was pretty much wrestlers that kind of dominated, and then it changed to the strikers for a while.
No, it's the Dagestani wrestlers. It's back to that again. It's back to the Dagestani wrestlers.
Dagestanis are took care and all that. Do you get what I mean? So the styles do change, whereas in boxing, like, there's no much you can change with it.
Right. What about Muay Thai? Muay Thai, what's the fucking evolution in that? Is there an evolution in it?
Oh, there's a big evolution. Like, anybody that started Thai boxing when I started, seeing it nowadays, they would see, like C class when I first started was just two boys getting fitter and then going and having a fight and seeing who wins. There was no real thought about it. You would think you were just watching two boys fighting at a taxi rank. Whereas see now, watching a C class fight, you're like, fucking hell, man, that was really good. These boys are it came on.
At least for what I can see, anyways, a lot of people who are getting really good at this shit is since the age of YouTube. There's so many YouTube tutorials, there's so many things, like people are selling master classes, like fucking grappling classes, all these kind of things. Jiu-jitsu is a big one for it. Wrestling academies do these online courses and stuff. So you can learn a lot of these things online. You don't have to go to a gym every time to get everything. Obviously, you can't do this on your own, but there is an element that's available to people new who want to train that wasn't there even just 5-10 years ago.
Exactly. Well, like I said to you, I was only doing karate because we'd never heard of any of this. And then now it's almost the other way around. Like, kids are like, what's karate? MMA? Okay. You know what I mean? It's almost flipped. But it's honestly, it's so different. And a lot of your boxers these days say, like, well, I think Mike Tyson said if he was coming up nowadays, he wouldn't be a boxer, he'd be an MMA fighter.
Is that right? Aye. That makes sense, though. Aye.
So did The Undertaker. They all said if MMA was as big as it was back then, they'd maybe be MMA fighters instead of
get into the field of
go to the WrestleMania streak and shit.
I think Undertaker done the right thing. I don't think we would remember him as fondly as fucking just Mark Calloway, the UFC fighter, than if we fight the Undertaker, you know.
No, 100% was definitely meant to do that. But, like, you know what I mean? Imagine
I know
a world where MMA was big and we never ever go to 17. Can that imagine?
Mate, I loved that Lesnar beat it. I fucking loved that. Oh, I loved that so much.
That was kicking me. It was, mate, do you know, like, it was so weird though? Like, he sat for a few minutes going, wait, what?
Nah, I remember, mate, I was watching that live. I fucking jumped out of my chair. I'm the biggest Lesnar fan, and I had a big pal at the time who was just a huge Undertaker fan. I used to just love sticking it to him when Undertaker get beat. And see, because it was the streak at WrestleMania, mate, I couldn't have been happier. I could not have been happier.
See, honestly, see the boy that gets filmed all the time. He's the black boy. He's got the glasses.
Aye, the bug eyes.
That was all of us.
All of us. It was.
Everybody. That was the whole planet in unison. Him. That was the epitome of every wrestling fan in that picture. Oh my God! What? Is this just that? No way. Biggest fucking that to me, that was the biggest shock since the fucking Montreal Screwjob.
The Screwjob! Don't get us any wrestling, Tham. Fuck.
No, I know. I'm still not even giving you my top 4 MMA fighters.
Go for it.
When it got fucking MMA, my top 4 with that's probably. I might be a bit controversial, but I don't care about what he does in his life, man. I just care what he does in the octagon. John Jones.
John Jones, really? Fucking wife-beating, drug-abusing John Jones is one of your goats.
He's a cunt. He's a cunt. But you can't deny that man's not a great fighter.
He's a cheater. He
Really
pokes in the eyes and everything. Fucking...
Right, the pokes in the eyes will give you dirty tactics. See that steroid pop he got? That was like 1% of steroid. I don't believe that's going to help you at all.
All right, listen. I listen to More Plates, More Dates, right? And he broke down the whole steroid thing to me with John Jones, right? Here's what he said basically was John Jones had 0.1% testosterone in his body when he was tested for that, right? How is that possible? Now, that is only possible in the fact that his natural testosterone has been suppressed to such a level that it is being hijacked and taken over by fabricated testosterone that's been flushed out his system.
So it's basically soaked up the rest of it.
Aye, so he's fucking... Aye, so he's on the fucking juice, right? And it's like, a guy like him who's so incredibly talented, the literal Michael Jordan of MMA, he didn't have to take any of that shit. All he had to do was train harder. He famously didn't train for most of these fights, doing fucking coke and fucking strippers of the weekend before he fought DC. DC, Daniel Cormier, one of the most feared fucking guys ever. And he wouldn't even train for it. It's like, how about you train for it and you don't have to take anything?
I do agree, but I also do like Conor McGregor as well. I think his antics outside the cage is questionable, like punching old men for most a drink of whiskey and all that.
Aye, that's the worst one.
You still can't deny how great he was, man. Like when he done Aldo and that quick with that measured shot. When John Jones beat Shogun, Machida, Rashad Evans, Rampage.
Rampage was a big one, I remember.
Fucking hell, no many people have done that.
I know.
Fair enough, he poisoned it with his antics of drink driving, battering women, and all the wee scandals and that. But I still think he's up there. I wouldn't put him on my top 4 though, but like he's definitely.
I'm glad I've talked you to him off your fucking Mount Rushmore. Then that's good. And Dominic Reyes beat him. Dominic Reyes fucking beat him.
He was never in my top 4.
That's alright.
Like, he's an honourable mention. You've got to give him an honourable mention.
Alright, okay, fair enough. Alright, okay, alright.
Demetrius Johnson, 100%.
Perfect, that's a great pick.
In that top 4.
Great pick.
Demetrius Johnson, fucking legend. Who else could I put in there? Somebody else I really liked watching. I liked Jens Pulver a lot. He was one of the first MMA guys I was watching. Like, when I remember, like, watching Pride on Channel 5 and Channel 4 late at night. After you finish watching Eurotrash, of course. After you watch Eurotrash, on came the violence at 3 in the morning. Like, oh, brilliant. This is where my insomnia started. And I actually talk to Jens Pulver these days. Like, I'm actually kind of, like, we send messages back and forth, so it's fucking cool.
And the DMs, that's amazing, man.
This guy, I'm going to watch this guy. I could message him and we talk a wee bit. Madness. But it's really cool. But he's definitely up there. Another guy I would throw in from nowadays is definitely Max Holloway.
Holloway, aye, that's a great pick. BMF.
Holloway. I think he's class, mate. I think he's so good. And then see another guy I really liked watching who doesn't get mentioned after a lot of people, Edson Barboza.
Well, does he know the fucking bare knuckle? Do you know go to bare knuckle or something?
I'm not sure, but see his kicks, like the way he kicked and kneed and stuff, mate. He was fucking brilliant, man. I thought he was so good. I really thought he was really good. I used to go him all the time in the UFC game.
I used to go him in the game.
All over the place. That was my guy, my go-to. If you're fighting me at UFC fucking 3 or 4, I was like, Barboza, I'm booting you out. And that was it. I loved that. I like
that. That's a good bunch of picks, man. That's a good bunch of picks. I like that. What about kickboxers? Do you ever follow much of kickboxing?
No, so much. More Thai boxing. I have watched a few kickboxers, but Muay Thai boxing I watched. Mate, that's what I think's cool as well. Like, they see the whole WWE thing, and I can't remember the name of the company. They own
TKO.
TKO, they
Aye.
UFC. Aye, they own both of them. Do you know? I think that's a good idea. Like, why do you not get the young talent, get them on UFC, build them as fighters, and then see when they go to retire, get them on WWE?
Well, they kind of that
You know what I mean?
it does only work one way though, doesn't it? Because you're not going to get a lot of WWE guys going into the fucking octagon. Maybe get two.
Aye, but you could transition those skills into wrestling.
Aye, I would be 100%. I know Michael Chandler talks about it a lot. Like he's kind of at the end of his UFC career, and that looks like something that he would do. 100. McGregor's.
Charisma for that.
Aye.
Do that. I think Michael Chandler would be great at that, and obviously Conor McGregor.
He's built for it, isn't he? I know guys like that, but there could be people. Remember fucking Platinum Perry, Mike Perry. I thought he would have been tailor made for something like that, but it turns out bare knuckle boxing is where he kind of fun what he's best at.
That's his niche, but I also feel like Mike Perry would get too much into it and end up hitting somebody.
I don't think he'd be too safe in there, no.
And I think he'd get the hardcore Holly treatment. You're getting hardcore Holly treatment.
You're such a fucking wrestling fan, it's so funny.
I'm a big wrestling fan.
Oh, I love it.
Wrestling.
I love it, man.
About wrestling. I shock people how much I know about wrestling.
And that concludes the first part of our epic conversation with Jean-Claude Van Damme himself, the fucking champ.
The champ is here!
Tune in next time. Part 2 coming shortly is all for the wrestling fans out there. It is fucking wrestling. So look forward to that on the next episode.
I can't hear the song because you're singing over it like a genius.
Oh, I won't be singing over it this time. This song is too good to have me ruin it. Following on from my fantastic conversation with Tham McCourt, there's only one song fitting because he didn't give me any good fucking options in the interview. To play us out, we have It Could Only Be from The Hangover Part 2, and it is one Mr. Mike Tyson, One Night in Bangkok. Oh, aye, it's real, he released it. Dare I sing along in the Mike voice? It's getting creme de creme in the chest world. Yeah.
What? All changed, don't you know, when you play at this level, there's no ordinary venue. It's Iceland, or the Philippines, or Hastings, or this place.
Oh, yourself, Mike. One night in Bangkok, what's your oyster?
The harder temples, but the pearls ain't free. You find the garden and the golden oyster.
And if you're lucky, then you got lucky.
I can feel the angels sliding up to me. 1 pound, very like another when your head down.
Oh, plenty. Thank you so much, gangsters, and we'll see you next week.